Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited today. You know why? Because it's the weekend and the sun is shining. I mean, that's a rarity in London. So whenever the sun is shining, Londoners are usually very, very happy. So hey, yeah, so welcome back. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do, because I have a lot of content coming your way. A lot of relevant content actually, just about, living intentionally, which is my favorite topic. Right, so today I wanted to talk about how we must be careful not to allow the disregard of others to taint how we define our values or our worth. There's a quote from The Imitation Game that Alan Turing, the main character, says, "It's the people nobody can imagine anything of who do the things that nobody can imagine." This is the story of the underdog. This is a story about, for example, the person who was bullied in school, who goes on to become successful in life and even hire the ones who bullies them. This is a story about light, about understanding that just because other people do not recognize your light doesn't mean it's not shining. So, when I graduated university, my first job, I had a very, very mean boss. And I don't say that lightly. She made it a life goal to make my time at work just horrible. And you know what? She would do everything to sabotage my work. She would speak to me like I was worth nothing. And obviously being quite young and not very confident myself, I followed her cue and I thought maybe I'm not very good at this. And you know what? She actually organized it in such a way that I actually end up leaving the company, that I actually quit, because I just couldn't take it anymore. And when I think about the girl that I was then, and I think actually the woman that I am today was buried in that girl all along. And I think what's about understanding that not everybody will see your potential, not everybody will see your light, but that doesn't impact the level of its intensity. Sometimes you do your best work, sometimes you create something incredible and you hardly get any response, you hardly get any likes on your video, for example. But you've got to be careful not to allow that to make you think or judge yourself too early, because when you think about it, we are all a work in progress. The same girl stood in front of you now talking and seems confident enough was once a young, insecure, self-conscious woman who didn't know much about herself, who was following the crowd, didn't know what she wanted out of life, who couldn't even make any decisions. So this is about recognizing that you are on your own journey, and just because people do not see that doesn't mean you don't have the potential. And you know what, the same things applies in our relationship, especially in a romantic relationship, when maybe you're in love with someone and decide to leave you and you think, oh, now I've just been downgraded to half a person because nobody loves me and nobody wants me, I'm unlovable. But you've got to be careful in coming to those conclusions, because listen, just because that one person doesn't see you as a potential life partner doesn't mean someone else won't. You know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and you're not trash, you're just a work in progress. You've got to give yourself time. There's a plane flying at the right time, but it's business as usual, right? Gotta love it. Yes. Interruption. I'm gonna complain to London City and say, stop your planes flying when I'm doing my videos. Right, so anyway, and as I was saying about light, light is your light can still your light still shines even when people don't recognize it. It's like when you light a candle, right? You light a candle, at first it will shine dimly, but as the night progresses, the light gets brighter and eventually lights up the room. But if you had thought, oh, this candle is not any good and I'm going to snuff it out now, then you don't deserve to see the potential of the light it can give you throughout the evening. And that's the way life is, because when I think about it, sometimes you do also have to be plunged into darkness for a minute in order for you to start to look inside for your own light, to find your own inner compass for worth and value, and understand that people are not the main determinant of how much you are worth. So I dare you to look inside. I dare you to find your own value, to value yourself, and to understand that you have what it takes. And when you do find your light, I dare you to let it shine brightly so the world can see it. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next channel for the next video. Make sure that you do subscribe because I'm enjoying this. Bye.